Hello. Oh, well, I was thinking last night, what other video can I come up with? And then, just recently, I started a self-injury game. Uh, so, I was like, yeah, I'll do a video on that. Right, so this video is going to be about the first time you self-injure. Like, the very first time. You do it. Well, my first time took a couple of months to even consider doing it. I found out that my best friend was cutting herself, and then I think it was about 5-6 months afterwards, I got really depressed, and then I thought to myself, but at first it wasn't for a coping mechanism. It was just like to try out. It wasn't for anything. It was just like, oh, I haven't done this before, might as well have a go. So it took me a couple of months to get the proper things and do that. So after I finally did it, I crapped myself. It was the first time I ever inflicted any harm on myself, and I crapped myself. So I didn't do anything for a couple of weeks, and then I got really, really, really more depressed, and I did it again. It was only one time I did it. It was, yeah. No, it was twice. I started cutting. I did it twice. The first time, I felt nothing. Second time, it was kind of like a release, if you can say. So it just went on from then, and then I got worse and started getting more, and then it was like the worst I've done was about 20 odd cuts in one go. So it was, and that time I was really peed off, and I didn't know what to do. And I didn't want to tell my mum because I couldn't, because my mum will find out, and then all this thing was happening. This is before my mum knew, and before I went to counselling. So most people might say, oh, I regret starting cutting, or I regret the first cut, or I regret even ever thinking about it. But in my case, it was kind of a relief that I did it, because if I hadn't cut, my mom wouldn't have found out, and I wouldn't have went to counselling. I wouldn't got a doctor's note. I wouldn't have been taken out of school. I wouldn't got tutors. I would probably just seen as lazy and not going to school, or not like getting good scores and that. They probably eventually would find out, because you never know. I might have done like something worse, like took an overdose or something. You never know. So I kind of don't regret my first cut. because it was like the first step into help. Like, I wouldn't have before that said, oh yes, I'm really down. I didn't even know what being down meant or depression is. Being depressed didn't cross my mind. I didn't even know what it meant. That was 2.5 years ago now. So yeah, and then I started like learning a bit more, and then understanding why I cut myself, and went to counselling and all that. And I got the home tutors and that, just because I made the first step into help. But I'm not saying that you have to cut yourself to get help. If you're one of the people that likes talking about your feelings, go ahead and tell anyone, your best friend, or preferably an adult, because they'll like take it more seriously, and excuse me, and they'll like get the help for you. Because I think if you're under 16, you have to get an adult or a parent, guardian, to refer you to the doctors, and then they'll refer you on. You can't do it yourself if you're under 16. Well, that is in the UK anyway. So yeah. So yeah. So that is just a wee video on the first cut, and most people regret it, and I didn't. Like, I don't regret the first cut, because it was kind of a cry for help, you might say, but it wasn't like intention thing. It was just to get release from, the world and that. And I also did a poem called To Cut, and then in brackets, The Voice. That was shortly after I did it the first time, and then my mum found it on the computer. This is after I told my mum. Mum found it on the computer, and Mum's like, oh, what's this? And it's like, oh, it's just one of my poems. You don't need to see it, because I didn't want my mum to know what it's like to cut and all the feelings with it. It was, oh no, I didn't want to go there at all. Mum read it, and then took it to my nanny's house and read it out there, and I just wanted to get away from it. It was like, these are my personal feelings, and everyone's reading them, and I'm like, what? But now I'm like, okay with it. It's just back then, it's like, whoa. It was too early to tell my feelings to my mum and nanny. But even now, my mum hasn't seen my scars or any cuts at all. Mum keeps asking me for some reason, oh, can I see? And Mum's in like denial that I do it too. A couple of days ago, it was like, do you really cut yourself? Because you don't even let me see where's the evidence? And I'm like, into myself, like, seriously, Mum, you don't believe me? I'm like, why would I make this up? Why would it be a lie? But like, some people might make it up and lie, but in my experience, it's not a lie. So I wouldn't inflict harm on myself for no reason. But I heard some people can do that for no reason, and if it is for no reason, that's when it can get addictive and be a serious problem. It's really hard to come back from that. So I'm trying to like have a reason for a cut. It's like, if I sit there thinking, oh yeah, I want to self-harm, and then I have to discipline myself and say, right, is there a reason why I want to do this? Like, there's a couple of steps that I go through my head, like, all at once, but normally I wouldn't carry it out. I would just, like, say, is there a reason for this? Right, yes, I'll go and do it. But the plan was before is like, is there a reason for this? Can I overcome it? Why do I have to do it to myself, not the other person? I mean, not cut the other person. I mean, just like, why is this person or this problem upset me so bad for me to hurt myself? Normally I would go through that, but like recently it wasn't that. It was kind of, is there a problem? Right, go ahead and do it. Because I don't particularly want to tell my mom that I have cut, and that, because then it would be kind of hard. I still, even when I cut the first time, my mom had to ask me. I didn't tell her. I was getting depressed, and when my mom was younger and a wee girl, my mom tried to kill herself too, took an overdose, and ended up in hospital, counselling for a couple of months, and that's it. So my mom like knew a wee bit about it. So alarm bells went ding ding ding, and then just asked me for, even when my mom asked me for the first time, it was like, what, are you cutting yourself? I said no, I'm not cutting myself. And I even promised my mom, I swear in her life, that I didn't cut. And that's like the hardest thing for me now. It's like, the phone's going. My mobile phone's downstairs too. Oh. See, even that phone ringing now, I'm getting really uptight in ankles and everything. Oh, it stopped. Because I hate answering phones. My anxiety levels go woo. And sometimes my triggers are having anxiety attacks, panic attacks, and stuff like that. Now I'm wondering, is that my mom trying to ring? Or if it is, my mom will ring my mobile, because my nanny and my mom know that I don't like answering the phone, so they normally ring once and then ring twice on my mobile, and then I know it's them, so I can answer it. But if it's anyone else, I won't answer it, and that's like one of my triggers too. So it is. So I'm kind of finding it really uncomfortable right now. To sit here talking by myself and feeling the gut stripping feeling right now. So yeah. And who? So yeah, that is kind of like the first cut. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to end this now before I kind of have a wee panic attack, even though I'm trying to calm myself down by slowing my breathing down. And normally when the phone goes, I would have all ears open. Like, I would listen for every single sound. Looking out the window and see if that's my mum come. See, I'm so paranoid that if the phone goes, something's happened, my mum's coming home, and I crap myself, and I go in a lost state, and then I kind of end up, hurting. And so I try not to. So, yeah. Even recording this video is like kind of a release too, because I don't want to look like an idiot on the camera. But then again, it might be good for people, but for you guys to like. Where's the noise? Right.